On this episode of The Adventures of Rhonda and Sedona, we recap our trip to Horseshoe Bend, Utah, Flagstaff, and Sedona. Hi.
Hola.
So, we took a vacation a couple of weeks ago. We went to Horseshoe Bend, and we left at... Okay, so I wanted to get there at sunrise or a little after. So we left around 1 a.m. after an already long day. It was crazy because as you get further north, the temperature drops. It was in the 90s when we left.
Yes. At midnight.
Yeah.
In the 90s.
And I remember we were driving and we saw the temperature in the car. We were both at the same time in the same way, like 53 degrees. So, and we were like, it's cold. We're not prepared for this.
I'm naked, t-shirt and shorts and
Tank top.
yeah, tank top. Okay, it's a tank top.
Yeah, that's even less than a t-shirt.
Yeah, it's cold.
But it continued to drop and it got down to like 46 degrees.
Yeah.
But further north, there's less lights and the stars are more visible.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like in awe, and I
I'm
can't
out the window,
stop.
like, oh.
I can't stop. I can't look because I'm driving, and I love to see the stars. So eventually, I pulled over, and I was like, "Oh my God!" Like we saw the Milky Way.
Yeah.
The Milky Way.
Yeah. It was pretty damn cool.
I had to get out the car, but still, just that little bit wasn't enough for me. I want to go back and spend the night just looking at the stars.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was a nice part of it.
Yeah.
What time did we get there?
Well, we have to talk about how we hit the rim on the way of the canyon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right before we got there, I believe, I think we saw a sign that said like the northern rim of the Grand Canyon. So again, she's driving and I'm in the passenger seat just oohing and awing and hanging out the window. It was amazing. And it wasn't even the canyon. It was just literally seeing that vast amount of land and those natural craters and trying to envision how they manifested, like what caused them. But it was really beautiful, and it was a beautiful time of day because the sun was rising. I don't know what happened with the time zone because like she said, we was trying to get there by sunrise, and at one point we were an hour behind, and I don't know what happened with that.
I was under the understanding that Arizona as a whole doesn't change time when everyone else does. But apparently there are some parts in Arizona that do. So
Was it more the reservations?
I want to say it's the reservation. Okay. So yeah, we ended up getting there later than planned, which was still fine.
Mm-hmm.
So we get there.
Was it
and
7, 8-ish? What time was it?
It wasn't 8.
7-ish?
Maybe 6, 7.
Okay.
Probably. Yeah. But anyway, the lady at the gate, she asked us, did she ask us if we had ever been? Or?
She was like, good morning. And we're all hyped. We were so hyped. Like, good morning. And she's like, oh, how are you feeling? And we're like, excited.
Yeah, excited.
She's like, is this your first time? And I'm like, yes. She's like, okay. But she She got a little excited too, though. She was like, well, here, she gave us a little map and all that stuff, which came in handy.
And she told us how long of a walk.
Yep.
To take water.
Yeah.
We didn't really need any water.
It's a real brief walk.
It's a brief walk. It really is. I thought it was a hike, but it's a walk.
Yeah, but I can imagine in the middle of the day it's still.
Yeah, if you go in the middle of the day during the summer.
Yeah, you're gonna need some water.
But it was still a little chilly. It got to like 60 something degrees, right?
Right.
And still too cool for her tank top and shorts. So, I had to dig in my car. I'm always prepared.
But why she whip out a blanket and a winter coat?
Yeah, my pea coat. My pea coat has been in my car.
She had to put on a winter coat.
I think it had the scarf too.
And I'm about to wrap up in a blanket, but then she found a sweater, so
a nice light sweater.
Yeah, an appropriate sweater.
Yeah.
So we swapped.
So anyway, it's like we said, it's a quick walk, and the view is amazing. It is best to go first thing in the morning.
Yeah, because it was literally a handful of people there when we went.
Less than a handful.
And they were pretty much just photographers.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. Oh, that was amazing.
As you'll see in the pictures.
Yeah.
There's these canoes and kayaks way at the bottom. She's like, what is that? I'm like, oh, what's that? Those little bitty things right there. They look this little bitty big.
She's like, they're kayaks, tents.
So what do you mean?
I was like, huh? Like little toys?
Yeah.
She's like, no, actual kayaks, and I'm confused. It was not computing. I didn't realize how high we were. And then to look down and see that it was crazy. It was cool.
Yes, we got our pictures. I've been wanting to go to Horseshoe Bend since I got here and found out about it. So I was really excited. And then after that, we were planning to go to Sedona, but it was like, we're so close to Utah. Let's go to Utah.
We're looking on a map because there's they're beautiful lakes. So there's a lake in the distance, and I'm like, I want to get there. Where is there? So we're looking at the map, and then we're like, Utah is right here. It's like up the street. So it's like, let's go to Utah. So
we went to Utah. It was uneventful because we went to this one lake, but it was more like you're camping there for a day or more. Wasn't like you're just visiting. So we left, and then of course Google Maps started acting up where it was freezing, and that was not the place to just be joyriding and we're not getting lost in Utah.
Deep in the mountains. And there's nothing to get to. So
so we turned around and went back, and we took a nap. We took a nap because we were gonna, like I said, go to Sedona. Probably took a 2-hour nap and drove to Sedona, which as you're driving through the mountains, there's water on the side, and you see people park their cars on the side of the road and get out and go either hiking or they go play in the water. And so we pulled over, and we went and put our feet in this water.
Mind you, I'm looking at these little kids who are frolicking and splashing and jumping in the water, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, let's go put our feet in the water, sissy poo.
And it was hot. It was
scorching hot. Yes.
Yeah.
So we, climbing down to get to the water, and as soon as my toe hit that water, freezing.
Yeah.
Like, so freezing cold that afterwards my feet were still cold. Like, we put on socks, shoes, got in the car, and my feet are still frozen. So I don't know how those kids were just jumping and playing in it. It was too cold for that. But
it felt, because it was so hot, it did feel good to an extent.
For a hot second.
I can't put my whole body in.
No.
I can't even tell you. I can't get to my knees. I can't.
I barely got to the ankles, and I
just
stood
did
in
like
one
my
spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
So that was fun. And then we walked around at a couple of shops. It was really hot.
Super duper hot.
And then
Plus,
with COVID, we had to wear the mask.
exactly. That
So
was
that
uncomfortable.
was very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Um,
We did stop too at one of the vortex that's easy to get to.
yes.
That you just walk to, not hike to. Now, the last time I went there,
We went the long way and then found out, like, oh, we could have just parked there.
And we hiked a whole mile or some whatever to get there, and I was sick by the time we got back. So, yeah, I learned my lesson. So we just parked and walked straight up and hot second and back.
Yeah, it was too hot to enjoy Sedona for us.
Yeah.
So then, we're ready to eat. Also ready to find a place to change clothes. Did we change before we ate? I think we ate. I don't know.
I don't remember. I think we changed clothes first. Yeah, we changed first.
Okay, so we just found a hotel. And, well, first of all, I mentioned the changing clothes. and then she started calculating.
I was like,
wait a minute.
How long I been in these clothes? We left at 12. Oh, hell, yeah, we need to change clothes.
That was funny.
Yeah.
So
I was having a slow day, okay?
Change clothes. We found an Indian restaurant to eat at. It's very underwhelming. How do you as an Indian restaurant serve naan bread?
That's nasty.
And your naan bread is nasty. Like naan.
It's supposed to be on point. That's man.
No, it wasn't good.
It's like a grocery store, worse than a grocery store purchase of some naan. That was horrible. I was very disappointed.
And all of the food was just okay. Like, I wanted to eat good and oh, this is so good.
Yeah, that was a mess.
Yeah, but
we were so hungry though. We just ate.
Yeah, we just ate.
Yeah,
we did forget to say.
And that was one of those places where I was like, "Is it vegan?" And he's like, "It's just vegetables." So yeah, I'm like, "No,
you don't know what vegan is." You don't know.
But does it have dairy in it? And he's like, "Oh, let me go check." Yeah, can you go check? Thanks. What were you about to say? Cut you off.
When we were walking around, we did get Sedona t-shirts because I did want to leave with at least that because the last time I got a sweatshirt and I can't rep Sedona 24 or year round with a sweatshirt, so
yeah, we got cute sweatshirts.
So I got a t-shirt this time. We got t-shirts this time to rep Sedona all year.
Yes, can't wait to go back in the fall.
Yes,
it's cool.
We're going back in the fall.
Yeah.
Look out for that adventure.
That's gonna be bomb. Do some more hiking.
Yeah,
that'll be cool.
And then we drove back, but just there's so many mountains along our trip. Just going up north towards Horseshoe Bend and driving through Sedona and Flagstaff
and the elevation.
So many mountains, and it was so beautiful.
5,000 feet.
Yeah.
Crazy views, ears popping.
I want to say we got up to 8,000 at one point.
I'm sure we did. I'm pretty darn sure we did. Yeah. but it was really cool. And it's cool now to be able to see the variations in the mountains, the red rocks, and Utah was more gray, I think, and that was pretty cool. What else? I think that's about it.
That's about it.
Did we mention we went to the aquarium before?
We did the aquarium video.
Yeah, we did that already.
Okay. So yeah, we'll catch you next time.
Stay tuned.
And I'm getting mighty tired of your trifling ways and of listening to that jackass Bray.
For all time's sake.
I am so excited! We are excited. We are headed to Horseshoe Bend. Been wanting to go to Horseshoe Bend for a very long time, and now we're finally going. Just have like a 20-minute hike, and you'll see the awesome pictures and videos.
The old For all time's sake. As time goes by. Been a long time. Some of the old songs. For all time's sake.
See you next time.